Hi, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Reese, and we're the Randall family. We live here in Charleston, South Carolina, and we just adopted our 3 boys from Hungary this past summer.
I told my mom that I wanted to adopt when I was in high school. My mom said that she remembers me saying I wanted to adopt in middle school. So I've always had this heart for adoption. And Reese and I, we started talking about the gift of adoption when we were dating and engaged.
I had been putting money aside every month to buy Brittany a ring, and as soon as I bought it and we got engaged, we kept putting that money aside, even while we were engaged. That just was, we didn't know what it would be, but we thought, let's just call it the adoption fund, because if it's not our adoption, we'll put it to an adoption. And that was just something that was important to us.
We started out by saying that we'd be open to 1 or 2 kids. And then after a couple years of waiting, we said, you know what, actually, I feel like we'd be open to 3 kids. And that's when our awesome people at Lifeline were like, hey, what about 3 boys in Hungary? And we were like, yeah, let's go make a mess. They are 7, 8, and 9 years old. They're biological brothers.
Felix is the oldest, he's 9. Yanko is the middle child, he is 8. And Sebastian is the youngest, and he is 7. And they all have very unique personalities. They have a lot of unity and cohesion with one another, but they also process things completely differently.
We went to Hungary at the beginning of May, and we stayed there for 7 weeks. And we got to spend a lot of great time with all 3 of the boys, and then we brought them home to Charleston at the end of June, just in time to celebrate the 4th of July together. I've been so impressed with their bravery from day one meeting us.
Totally. I think bravery is like one of the words we most use to describe them, because we didn't speak their language very well. They had never been on an airplane. They hadn't spent a ton of time outside of the area they grew up at all. And for them to say, yeah, well, we're gonna get on a plane with you. Yeah, we're gonna move to America.
When we first left the airport and pulled up in front of the house, one of the boys said, this is our house. And he got all teary-eyed, and just, I'll never forget him looking out of the car window, seeing his house for the first time. And just knowing that like this was a place where he was gonna get to live, and everything that's here is for him. It's like our relationship with God the Father and how he is so kind and generous to us. One of the things with the adoption process of saying, okay, let's just take a leap of faith and say we're open to adoption, maybe 1 or 2 kids. And then over time being like, I think God is calling us to 3 kids. And that moment being like, okay, well, the cost is gonna go up. The financial burden of adopting more than 1 child. And the gift from Show Hope came at exactly the right time. Literally the exact right time when we decided that we were going to adopt 3 boys. And so that was just such a clear yes from the Lord.
To have organizations like Show Hope to say, hey, we're gonna make this easier on you. And I know Show Hope is not just one person, it's many people that make that body up, that are contributing, that are loving and blessing the body of Christ through gifts they have to give.
We want you to know that when you sacrifice and give to an organization like Show Hope, that money is going directly to families, and we are putting that directly towards the adoption of our children. Because you put your resources towards adoption, I now have 3 Hungarian boys in our house who are learning to know and love Jesus.